All right, so I want to do two trade recaps today. Well, actually, one trade recap from today's price action. I took two losses, one bad loss for sure, but also another as in a singular loss that wasn't the best thing I could have done for trading. I don't know if I can show y'all. Let me see. Well, no, not that. I want alpha ticks. This one. I'm down pretty bad on the day. Yeah, I'm down this much on the day. It's not necessarily that bad. I can make it back, obviously, but not ideal for today. So coming into the day, I was bearish. I saw we had all this liquidity just kind of lying here, and I wanted to be able to get into something short. Where am I going short to? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm going short. Let me go to the hour chart. It's a little easier to see it that way. I am going short to this low. All right. That was my target overall. We have these kind of equals. I mean, this one swept it, but nothing substantial. That's my target right there. So I'm looking for us to come low into that. That's my day. That's what I call my daily target. That's where I want price to go for the day. Anything after that is great, but not required. Wait, whoops. I just want the color to change so I can see it a little bit better. Damn it. I gotta save this. Yes. All right, cool. So right here, all right. As you can see, price did eventually tap into it. Just wasn't my day. So on the 5 minute, you can see again just tanking off. So let me show you on the one what it is I was looking at. So price comes up. We have this. I was thinking about entering this. I was like, oh, this actually kind of follows the rules. Only issue with this is how large it was. This is a 70-point stop. All right, 73-point stop from the open. And I mean, yeah, if I'm targeting down here, great. But I probably wouldn't have had to target all the way down there. I probably would have just targeted these equal lows right here. Because that's the first low-hanging fruit, 2R or 1.7R. That would have got it done. But I didn't take that, right? Mainly because 73 points is massive. Massive stop. So, on to the next. Price pushes lower, up, low. There's absolutely nothing in here. Now, where I started to think, oh, wait, yeah, I could probably get in, is this entry right here. And this is where I got cooked, right? So we have this entry here. No, I entered on this one. We have this entry here. Stop was above the candle. That breaks the FEG. Target was like this. Very tiny 1.3R. However, this would have got me done for my eval as well. So I was like, you know what? Let's risk it to take the biscuit. And as y'all can see, boom, we came right back up. Now, why did I take this? Does it have a manipulation? No, it doesn't. Does it have? I'm just gonna put on the replay tool so we can see it a little bit better. I don't have to be rummaging through all the time. Does it have a manipulation? No, it doesn't. Is this a continuation to finally get to the lows? That's how I was viewing it. Now, something else we had on the 5 minute. Okay, cool. On the 5 minute is that we had this FEG right in here. So playing first line of defense, which is essentially the first FEG should hold if it is we're doing a continuation model. Price came in, we got a nice rejection from it, and I thought, okay, cool, rejection. Let me just highlight that. Rejection, okay, right? Price came into it very clearly. We actually broke out and then we closed below. I was like, all right, bet. Price clearly wants to go lower. As you can see here, this is where the price broke out and we come back in. We get the close, so I'm like, all right, cool. At minimum, we should be coming to break even, which is here. And we didn't, as you can clearly see. And price just immediately turned around and took me out. So that was the first loss. Second loss, pretty much the same spot. And I honestly don't know why I took this, because there's nothing else that says I should be taking this, which is I basically immediately hopped back in short from this, because I'm like, dude, this has to hit. This has to hit. And the market doesn't have to do jack shit, if I'm being honest. So I hopped in this on one contract. Had to cover, I covered like this, right? Still, this is a massive stop for me. 57 points. I don't ever take trades that large. So why, oh wait, let me just see what the other trade was real quick. Again, 49 points. I don't take trades this big. So that's already kind of a red flag for me in trading. Why am I taking a trade that big? And I didn't even look at it really and truly. And here's the second one. Wait, sorry. Yeah, this one. So I got in down here. Yeah, because I remember there's a doji and it kind of screwed me. And I just put my stop above here. And same target. This is actually a negative R. And I'm like, 56, 50, it was 57 points. I was like, yo, why am I taking this? In hindsight. But in the moment, I was all over the place. And as you can see, this is a horrible, horrible, horrible trade. So yeah, that's essentially the trade recap from the two losses today. Not my best work at all. Actually pretty trash. And I was kind of fighting, trying to get to the target, which we will see. Let me leave. You will see that price did ultimately come here, and this was the reversal point for the rest of the day to go bullish or retrace, right? So my target was correct. Delivery into the target, not so much. And yeah, I saw this as well, and I was like, yo, do I take this? But then we stopped all the way down here, so then my stop would have had to be, so I saw this, right? We could have got in here, but then my stop has to be above the the inverse, which is all the way up here. And I was like, we have FEG here, so price can probably come in there and then go lower. And I was like, look how big that is, 75 points. So that's why didn't take that one. So it's an ugly day in terms of delivery on the 1 minute for me. But I think the reasoning behind everything kind of worked out. And if we actually look at this right on the 5 second, yeah. So as you can see, this is the FEG, and we still do respect it, right? Price does come back up. We still do respect it. I mean, we come into the second FEG, that's slightly higher. In all honesty, that's probably the better FEG to take because it's probably closer to the 50% of the range. Let's just see. It's closer to it, but we no biscuit in that regard. But I mean, we still respect the same FEG. So I don't think the reasoning behind the trade was incorrect. I think the way in which price developed and the execution wasn't the best, especially with the emotions that were involved. I think I had two sets of emotions going on. One is I was pretty much one trade away from passing my eval. Obviously, I'm much further away now. So I probably have 2 to 3 more trades before I can pass. That's number one. Number two is this morning I actually went to the dentist, and originally I wasn't planning on trading, but when I got back to my house, it was around 10:15. Market's open at 10:30, so I was like, oh, I could probably squeeze it in, and I just felt a little rushed coming to the charts and whatnot. I clearly had enough time to make a decision and to settle myself, but I felt a little nervous coming in, so that's probably not the best reason or for me to be trading. Just trade because I can. And I think it would have been just better just to not trade today at all and kind of get ready for for Wednesday. Something else I'm looking at here now is I think I'm trading a little bit too much. The lack of government news has impacted my trading quite a bit. Because I trade a lot based off manipulations. And just haven't been having any of them, really. Obviously, this is a pretty straightforward one in here. Probably, in hindsight, probably should have taken this, but again, a 70-point stop is pretty massive for me. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. That's really where I'm at with it. But we chalk this one up to the game, and we're back tomorrow for round 2. All right, and we'll see if it is we can close out the week bullish in the green, which I do think we can do. 100%. 2 solid trades and we're back. 1 solid trade and we're back green, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's pretty much the market recap.